Welcome back. This is the MJ show, and right in the middle of our screen, as you can clearly see, is this big box which had two awesome CDs. Same CD ka two copies of the first album of Superbia, featuring this lovely lady. Her name is Gwen, and you're gonna find out a little bit more about her and get to see her right now.
Presenting!
Ta-da-da! So anyhow,
drum roll. I wish you had said the entire name, but Gwen is good enough. Gwen Athaide. Athaide, of course.
So Gwen Athaide, as she said, is featured on this album along with Superbia. The album's called Satrangi, and Saregama released this a little while ago. They had an awesome gig to do the album launch, and I love the songs on this album. I'm going to find out a little bit more about.
If you guys a contest, or if you guys can figure out who these guys are, you got to go out for dinner with me tonight.
Don't pay any attention to that. But we're going to find out a little bit more about Satrangi.
We have seen those faces in your local police station. But that is just pure coincidence. We just look like that. We are not criminals.
So anyhow, back to Satrangi, the album featuring Gwen, Superbia's album. Incidentally, I'm showing it to you right away. I've got them all to sign the CD for you guys, and one of you lucky winners exclusively, and one of you guys are going to get a chance to win a copy of this. Check it out. Alright, so let's find out a little bit about the album. First up, how did the album come about? How did you decide that you wanted to have Gwen on it to sing for you? A little bit about the whole experience. Tell me.
Let's start from the elevator.
Let's start from the elevator. Tribute to Travis Smith. Love in an elevator. Yeah. Anyways, I was back in the day. Remember, I was flying quite high, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the day, so I was coming back from work, as I remember, and she was going to church in the morning.
Okay.
So I met her in the elevator. She's my neighbor. And she said, "Oh my God, you're Gourav. Just give me your phone number." What about I said, "Okay." She was playing percussion back then. And then she came over to the studio.
But that was the amazing thing about those times with Gourav. The girl came and said, like, you know, who is it? And he'd hear the same lines. "Oh my God, you're Gourav."
This is a new and improved version of Gourav Dasgupta now.
Yeah. 1.5 years I've stopped
rock and roll, man. Rock and roll.
Yeah. All the great influence I've had.
No. Yeah. Good advice to all of you young people out there. You don't need to smoke, you don't need to drink, do drugs, whatever. Be clean and have the time of your life.
Absolutely.
Get high on music.
Just play the guitar, have the tattoos.
Absolutely.
Why do you want to do the rest of it? Yeah, a little piercing if at all you want to go crazy. Beyond that, you're a rock star.
Rock star, exactly. So you met her in the elevator in the building.
No, she was playing percussion, and so she used to come over, we used to jam and stuff. But then I think I was quite rude to her. What did I tell you?
Yeah, you were very rude to me because first you called me to the studio and then you said play your percussion. I played and I said, "You're terrible." I was like, "What?" I was just going to leave and he said, "Oh, you can sing."
I said, "You've got an interesting voice. Why don't we try out something?"
Oh, such a music director line. Acha, you've got an interesting...
1 minute, ruko. I think we can work together. All these pickup lines are where you fell for Gwen, basically. Anyway.
Yeah.
What I said is we can make it work together.
We can make it work.
She heard we can work together.
Good enough. I mean, it turned out good.
Yeah.
And now the two of us also got into this at some point.
And no, but then she had a very interesting voice. We worked on the Satrangi track. And that time the Hame Tumse Pyar Kitna part wasn't there.
Correct.
So we were just sitting and jamming, and we made that, and we didn't have a hook line. So somehow we just put in Hame Tumse, and it just sounded right.
Right.
You know? And
isn't that the theme on the entire album, by the way? You got interesting...
That was decided much later. You know, it was... The whole thing was...
I'll tell you, around that time, we had also had a couple of meetings with Saregama. And they did play us some of the stuff, and they were keen that we do like a that sort of stuff for them, a reinvention, remix and all. Yeah. It wasn't something we wanted to do, you know, first thing starting out and then doing something like that. But that was somewhere in the back of the head, and then this happened, and then, you know, we were working on something else with them actually. And, you know, got to play them the stuff, and he was, dude, this is exactly what we want to do. This
he
can you guys do
He said, I want a full album.
So
and
it was,
nice.
So she was, really lucky. You see, great things happen in an elevator.
A good timing, good place.
She wasn't playing percussion in the elevator. She was carrying her percussions. Just because you said she was playing percussion. Like,
I know. A lot of people imagining it.
Hi, Gourav. My name is Gwen, and I play the percussions. And he said, "You're terrible." In case you're imagining it that way, this is over a span of a few days. It can happen like.
All right. So that's how you guys met. Okay, and the album was recorded. You guys worked on the album together.
Yeah, yes.
Shaan, you also
Superbia,
sung
of course.
Yes.
some parts on some of the songs.
I also was her vocal trainer. Vocal trainer to tell her the right accent, right diction.
Acha.
Because she Catholic girl.
Hindi
was still Hindi.
Shaan was very patient, he was very kind, he took me through the whole process. I was like a little toddler, so he was a very patient father. And I'm very grateful to all of them. Roshin also was very kind.
She was the next Miss India Pacific Universe Galaxy Sun. That's where those answers, the Miss India answers.
You will not believe it. I was just about to say, the guys here, give me 5 man. I was just about to say, the guys here are going all loco, cracking jokes, and Gwen is giving proper prim answers because she's done that. She's done that on a global scale and all that. So
having said that, you all cut her off from the best line she was about to say.
Which is?
I love Mother Teresa.
And world peace.
Okay, now we're pushing.
No, she's very, very sweet and she sounds incredible on the album. The music is available on iTunes, on Mix Radio, on Gaana.com. The CDs, Savan, the CDs are out in the market. Be old school, go and buy a CD, but if you have to be cheap, at least download a song officially on your phones, because it's...
See, if you buy the CD, you can get to see the CD photograph.
Wow. Exactly. And see, when you go... Suppose you go to a live concert, are you going to get your cell phone autographed?
Exactly.
No, you can't get a cell phone autographed, right? But you can get a CD signed by them when you go and watch them live in concert, and it's awesome. Songs are really, really cool. How about we do this? How about we play an unplugged, stripped down version of maybe the title track of Satrangi? Yeah. Fabulous stuff. This is just one song from the album Satrangi. There are 6 more and you can listen to all of them. The album's out in the market. Pick up your copy. We're going to talk a little bit more with Gwen and with Superbia in the final segment of the MJ show. Don't miss it.